Okay, guys, this is a poem about a boy who's feeling like you guys have been feeling trapped at home doing all this work. Okay, I'm going to help you as I go through it. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! That all sounds great, except for the fact but to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the other ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. He's sighing because he has to go to school. And then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower worn through with dreary shower. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Okay, that's really pretty stuff. And what he's comparing himself is to the bird, and the cage is the classroom. Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy? Oh, the summer fruits appear, or how shall we gather what's griefs destroy, or bless the mellowing year when the blasts of winter appear? So he hasn't got to have his fun, and then before you know it, it's winter time again. Okay, take a pause, go on to the next poem. This is called The Windmill, and it's really simple. It's about a giant windmill whose job is to devour all the wheat that's put into it. Okay, it's very powerful. Behold, a giant am I, aloft here in my tower. With my granite jaws, I devour the maize and the wheat and the rye and grind them into flour. So the eye is the big windmill, and the big windmill is tearing up all that stuff. I look down over farms in the fields of grain. I see the harvest that it is to be, and I fling to the air my arms, for I know it all for me. I hear the sounds of flails far off from the threshing floors in the barns with their open doors, and the wind in my sails louder and louder roars. So the windmill's going and blowing it, and he's still eating up all that wheat. I stand here in my place with my foot on the rock below, and whichever way it may blow, I meet it face to face, as a brave man meets its foe. So he's standing in his place and he's taking it on. And while we wrestle and strive, my master, the miller, stands and feeds me with his hands, for he knows what makes me thrive, makes me grow, what makes him Lord of lands. On Sunday, I take my rest. Church going bells begin, their low, melodious din. I cross my arms on my breast, and all is peace within. So after this savage week, on Sunday, he takes his rest. Okay, real simple. A big windmill taking on the wind and devouring all the wheat and rye in order to make flour and then rest on the last day. This one's really simple. I don't even mind this one because it's the way we feel right now. It's called Length of Time. And so the poem is all about time, how when you're bored, it moves really slowly. And when you're excited about something, it moves really quickly. Okay? Time is peculiar and hardly exact. Though minutes are minutes, you'll find for a fact, as the older you get and the bigger you grow, that kind can hurry like this or plod, slow. Waiting for your dinner when you're hungry, down with sniffles in your bed. Notice how an hour crawls along like a snail with his house upon his head. And when you're starting a game in the park, it's morning, it's noon, and suddenly dark. And hours like seconds rush blurring by, whoosh, like a plane in the sky. The thing to remember, time goes fast when you're having fun. Okay, now this is what you need to have open. Your copy of the questions. The first 4 questions aren't about the poems, but I underline stuff to help you out. And then in the poems, questions, there's little hints. I'll tell you to look in the poem, or you tell you that the hint is right there for you. See them? See hints all over the place? Pay attention to them, please. Okay? And all of them. If you have any questions over this, email me and I'll help you with it. I hope to get to talk to you guys next Tuesday when we have the final party. I really hate stopping this way. You guys have been great. Hope to see you soon.